And here we are. So, Heroes of the Prophecy. When we last left off, you have found yourselves in Mitros. Come here on your journey to save Thylea from the epic doom foretold by the Oracle of the Prophecy. Overarching in the scheme of things to come, you need to reclaim the Ultra so you can sail the seas and confront the Titan as foretold by the Oracle. However, once you arrived in Mitros, you were thrust onto several small adventures and quests to save Mitros itself from a hurricane by Sidon Lord of Storms, not the least amongst them. You've made a few friends and a few enemies along the way. And last session, you met Renatus, a amnesiac, confused, seemingly arcane user of some type, who decided to join you on your quest at the behest of the Oracle. After you picked up Renatus and got to learn from him a little bit, get to know him, you traveled around the marketplace and the bathhouse of Mitros, taking in the sights and sounds, taking a little bit of a respite before a scheduled dinner meeting with Terran Nerdagon, the wealthiest man in all of Mitros and descendant of Adonis Nerdagon, one of the original Dragon Lords. After Euron ran into a captive of sorts at the Great Menagerie, you discussed what to do on the following day, and then bided your time preparing yourselves mentally and physically for the meeting. As evening crept on, you arrived at the large, glorious, beautiful estate of Terran himself, where his servant welcomed you most graciously. After a brief bit of pleasantries exchanged and a very fine meal, Terran Nerdagon made an offer to you. It seems that the Lady of Coins has been attacking those of influence, the wealthiest amongst the people in the Minotaur slave trade here in Mitros, and he would like you to dispatch her to save his own interests and seemingly to uphold the long-held traditions of the Mitrosians themselves. In exchange for this, he offered you 5,000 gold initially, which he increased to 10,000 gold when you expressed a bit of hesitation. And that was where we left off. So, coming back into the large mansion, the beautiful dining room, the goblets of wine in front of you, Terran just counter-offered you 10,000 gold, indicating that he would not be willing to wait for you to go off and discuss things and come back. He was a man of very little time and very little patience, and he's not used to being told no. So the offer stands on the table. He sits back, his arms slightly crossed a bit, his hands folded, looking almost through you as he peers around the table, waiting to see what your response will be.
I fold my arms and look around at the rest of us and like, 10,000, eh?
A fair sum, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot more than I expected. Darren, are you a betting man?
I've been known to wager a time or two, if the right reasons and odds are apparent.
Well, have I got a bet for you? Have you ever heard of this game before?
Which game would that be?
20 Squares.
The Royal game.
I believe I have. Yes.
The Royal 20 Squares game.
I may have seen it played in the taverns amongst the commoners. They get very riled up about it.
I mean, it's a lot of fun once you actually get into it. I want to play you for that 10K.
So, I offer you 10,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
to bring me the head of the Lady of Coins, one of the most dreaded figures in all of Mitros, and you propose to play a game for it instead.
It's more of a question of how we're getting paid. I mean, 10K, that'd go a great deal of helping us towards being able to actually capture your quarry. So, what I'm proposing, at least on my end, is if I win, we get the 10K up front, and we will bring you her head.
How much do you know of the game of 20 squares?
Enough. My father taught me how to play it. And I've watched a lot of people playing it in the courts and the royal halls, and I know a lot of people put a lot of thought into it. So trust me, I wouldn't bring this up lightly.
I must admit, I've never gambled with so much. Make a persuasion check, Sinus.
Okay. And that is an 18.
So you challenge me to a match of the game of 20 squares. Is that right?
Correct.
Well, I accept. And since you know so much about the royal game, you would know that it is customary for the person who is challenged to set the terms of the wager before the blood handshake commences and it is sealed. Or did you not know this?
Alright, meta looking at this. Oh, does not say anything about that. Alright. Must agree to the wager beforehand, and it's customary to make the cut on the thumb to make a blood handshake before the game begins.
That is the common knowledge about the royal game, yes. Would you still like to challenge me? I will allow your offer on the wager to stand, if that is what you are concerned with.
Yeah, alright.
So you propose 10,000 up front to kill the Lady of Coins.
And we will bring
if you win.
Yes.
If I win, you kill her and bring her head to me for free.
Alright.
Very well. And you see he reaches over to the side and takes a small carving knife and slices his thumb and slides it across the table with you, leaving a trail of blood droplets across the table towards you. Cut yours as well. He stands up, and you kind of get the sense you're supposed to stand up as well and meet him halfway. Comes across, extends his hand, the blood oozing from his thumb down into the palm. You shake it?
Yep.
You shake it.
Game on, sir.
And set it up, please.
Yep. Alright.
Does there happen to still be wine on the table?
There is. Everybody has a glass of wine, and there are several pitchers.
Euron's gonna fill up the glass as high as societally passable, and then look at everyone else and just be like, "You too?"
Oh yes, me too.
I will fill Ina's up as high as the glass will allow.
Please.
So set up the game in the middle of the table. Everyone else is just like flanking us around the table. And I tell them, all right, first round, performance. Let's see how our rolls go.
All right. He sits before you and he looks at you for almost a little bit too long, to the point where you get uncomfortable before he rolls his dice and starts making his moves. He seems to be tracing an odd pattern, but after a few moves it's apparent what he's trying to do, and you have a very limited window to block it. He rolled an 18.
I rolled a 10. So
Okay.
1 for him. Okay.
Right, this hand is Cyanus, this hand is Terran.
All right.
Your
Next
lead,
up-
Cyanus.
Next up, we've got Insight.
All right. You are
19.
skilled, although it seems you are a bit inexperienced. You can have this one. You rolled a 13.
Okay. 1 to 1.
Next.
Okay. Next up, we have a History.
It does help to know everything about the roll game and all the greatest ones who have played before you. You learn from their mistakes instead of your own. You rolled a 21.
Fuck. And I rolled a 17. 2 to 1. All right. Next, Deception.
Clever. But is it clever enough? I rolled a 19.
22.
Nice.
Thank you.
2 to 2.
And it's to 4, right?
Yeah, it's best of 4. Is Joey frozen?
Yeah,
I
he's
think
frozen.
He's frozen.
I can hear you.
He's contemplating life.
Okay,
There
he's
we go.
back.
I can hear you. I was contemplating life. All right.
Next up, Intimidation.
You know, with so much on the line, you really should be careful.
Oh, I know. I wouldn't bring up this game if I didn't feel confident in this.
He rolled a 16.
18.
Nice.
3 to 2. Me. And next, Persuasion.
You're putting on quite the show for your friends. I do hope your luck holds out. Don't make a mistake. You rolled a 23.
I rolled a 17.
This next point decides it.
Yep. Perception.
Natural
The
20.
eyebrows. I don't like the eyebrows, Joey.
Can't help it.
Did you say natural 20?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter in skill checks.
Mm-hmm. Because I also rolled a natural 20.
Something about the way you play. Can't quite put my finger on it.
Mm-hmm. 27.
Intriguing. Well, I suppose we both have much to do. As he takes his piece and folds it over on the table. officially resigning. Very well. I will see to your money.
And we'll see to your head. Her head.
I spit wine everywhere.
It's the head he's rightfully owed now.
Lycus.
I wonder. Have you ever had that much wealth riding on a task not yet completed yet?
Not yet, but I've been known to deliver.
As I have heard. Let's hope you do.
Mm-hmm.
He gets up and kind of bows a little bit and picks his head outside of a corner on the far side of the room from the table. In comes a couple of servants dressed fine silks, and they start cleaning the table and start picking up the goblets. Well, as I said, I have little time to entertain such pleasantries, although this has been quite the evening, and I am glad we could come to such an arrangement. I will have the money delivered to you first thing in the morning, and you can go about making these preparations that you demanded you needed to make. I would begin searching in Stygian Row, particularly the Satyr's Tail. There are many contacts there that engage with the cult of the snake. But alas, I have no more information to help you. I hope to hear back soon. And if not, you will hear from me. He bows a little bit, turns, walks out the door.
Let's talk more when we get out.
Of course.
Euron does not pull a Lycus and leaves the goblet on the table.
Lycus definitely pulls a Lycus, and he might be missing some fine silverware at the same time.
Then give me a sleight of hand check, Lycus.
Absolutely. That's 17 plus 21. And I will screenshot that shit for you.
I believe you. As you begin to stand and make your way out of the dining room, Ina has the door open in front of her. She walks through, and Lycus, you come through, and she stops short for a second, kind of looking left to right, trying to figure out exactly where to go, and then, oh, that's right, left. When she stops short, you bump into her slightly, and you hear a slight metallic sound jingling in your pockets from what you know to be forks and knives. But nobody else around seems to notice, or if they do notice, they don't care. And you continue walking your way out like nothing's going on. I'm a
jingly kind of guy.
Indeed. Before long, you are ushered back out into the humid but cool night air of Mitros. The moon high in the sky, and several guards, and even several Order of Sidon centurions walking along with them, patrolling the grounds of the Nerdagon estate around you. Up the path, further ahead, the bronze gate swings back open, expecting you to continue your journey out of the estate and into the Mitros proper. Once you're through the gates, they clang shut behind you. The guards kind of stiffly grunt, not obnoxiously or anything, just in acknowledgement. The torchlights and the people of Mitros stand before you. So, our gambling heroes of the prophecy. Where to?
Holy fuck!
And you had no faith in me.
Yeah, but now we have to kill her.
No, we have to bring her we have to bring her the head.
He explicitly said kill. And he sets the terms of the wager. So we have no loophole anymore.
No. I have less qualms about that now I was thinking about it. She is a crime lord. She is that.
She is, but the whole point of rescuing Bulldog was to link them up and possibly have a slave revolution. How is that going to happen if we kill her? There's going to be nobody to check the nobles.
I am assuming this conversation is happening as you're kind of walking back amongst yourselves.
Yes.
Just putting that out there.
Nah, right in the man's doorway. Like, I don't understand how the hell we're supposed to fill this shit out.
I'm just saying, if I'm going to assume, I'd rather assume in your benefit.
Yeah, I thought we had gotten on the street already.
I'll start playing a little ditty
Okay.
with my bagpipe.
It's very pleasant, a little more upbeat than most of you are feeling, but that's like us.
Well, either way, we have his money now.
Well, we'll have it tomorrow.
Well,
Either way, whether we kill her or we need her for, or we link up with her for revolution, we have to find her.
and seeing that we already tried contacting her, she more than likely knows where we are.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me if soon she knows we have been sent to kill her.
Anyone fancy a trip to the Satyr's Tail?
Yeah, fuck it.
I'll go with y'all.
You are going to find Stygian Row quite interesting, Renatus.
I can't wait.
I have a out of character question. Am I remembering correctly that the Fates will make sure the wager happens?
Common knowledge is that the wager will be upheld by the magic inherent in Thylea. The Fates will intervene if there's a certain undefined level of importance to the wager, whether it's because of the individuals in it, such as gods, kings, things of that nature, or when it comes to life or death wagers, things of that nature. So they won't intervene if somebody gets chinced out a couple of copper, but it's just kind of people hedge against breaking the wager just because they don't really know exactly what is important to the Fates.
Okay.
They don't wholesale intervene every single time somebody breaks a wager. You just never really know.
Okay.
So, off to the Satyr's Tail.
Do you guys want to go back? Because y'all aren't prepared for anything. Y'all are in like pretty clothes.
I'm not. I'm in
Oh,
my.
I got this. I carry up.
You're on in pretty clothes.
Yeah, no, Euron's definitely pretty close. She needs to go get armor and a sword.
Yeah, I got a slum bag. I'm good. And I like rip out this like janky cloak and it's like, no, it's good. It's a little wrinkled, but I'll fit right in with everybody.
I'm just imagining Lycus would have one of those snap away outfits.
It's my slum clothes. And then I'll have like a waterproof like lamb's bladder where I'll start to like change and get naked and be like, oh, we're not gonna just get. Oh, this is waterproof. That way I can put my nice clothes in the bladder so I don't get nasty beer spilled on my nice clothes because I don't want my nice clothes to smell like Stygian Row. But okay.
Why did that just make me feel the urge to kick you into a sewer?
you know, you were trusting me quite a bit the last time you were in a sewer, so...
I'm aware.
Yeah. Go ahead and kick. And ruin this fabulous outfit.
If you kick harder than I do, it wouldn't work. Yes,
Onward! And I start playing again.
Actually, wait. I think I do have my sword. Hold on. I just remembered that this happened.
And I start running. No, I'm just kidding.
Zara reaches down the back and pulls her sword out from the back of her dress.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm amazed he didn't comment. But either way, I still need armor. So.
I just had a flashback of most video games. What are you talking about? You have a chainmail bra on. You're as fully armored as they get.
No.
I know.
Wow.
But it's most video games.
I'm just remembering a game where there is literally a skeleton that all they're wearing is a chainmail bikini.
Okay, totally diverging. Sorry, guys. Love y'all. Back to the bin we go.
Okay.
The Oracle's home.
Indeed. So, you make your way to the Oracle's estate. Maybe a 10-minute walk at a leisurely pace through the noble district. Upon arriving, everything looks in sorts. There's a centurion out front. The torches are shining brightly. You don't see any lights in the lower level, so perhaps the Oracle and Lorius are either sleeping, along with Folon and Bulbug, are either sleeping or out. Not really certain. The centurion sees you and he puts his hand over his heart a bit, nods to you respectfully, and pushes the door open for you. And you are back at your temporary abode.
Yeah, go upstairs and go change.
Same here. I'll get my non emergency slum clothing and I'll put that on.
You got it.
Grab my satchel.
As each of you walk into your rooms, you open the door, and it is immediately apparent in the dim candlelight that someone has been in here.
Son of a bitch.
Someone energetically searching or rummaging through things, not making too much effort to conceal that they were here. Mattresses being off kilter from the bed, blankets thrown back, drawers left half open, some of the small knick-knack bags you had kind of dumped out and scattered along the floor. Each of your rooms, Lycus, Aina, Renatus, Euron, are in a similar state of disarray.
Did everyone go up to their room?
I'm gonna assume so.
Yeah, I'd have gone
Everyone
up to
did?
mine.
Okay. Cyanus, your room is just as you left it, except for a rolled piece of parchment with a black ribbon string tied around it, resting peacefully against your pillow.
Alright. I pick it up, unfurl it, read it.
In a very flowing script, one that you do not recognize very well, as far as you haven't seen this handwriting before. In a flowing script, it says, "Thank you for bringing them to me, Cyanus. I look forward to seeing you. The lady."
And when it says bringing them, I'm gonna assume it means the rest of the party.
You can assume what you like.
Interesting. All right. I'm gonna call everyone and say that I found this note.
Is anything missing from our rooms?
Everybody give me an investigation check.
They took my fucking favorite roll of cheese. Those sons of bitches.
Roll of cheese?
That's right. That roll of cheese cost me 2 silver.
It must have
That
been
shit
some.
was magic.
It must have been some rich cheddar.
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, love it.
She hollers out. Of course you're gonna kill them. They robbed you.
Lycus,
20.
investigation
Nope.
check. Okay, Renatu's 20. Got it.
25, but whatever.
Okay.
It's negative.
Oh, an 18.
18.
Fire
Ina?
tonight.
9.
9. You're on.
16.
16. Cyanus.
Oh, I didn't know you needed one from me because you stated that
Okay.
nothing was missing from me.
As far as you could see, no. I just didn't know if you wanted to check as well. I didn't want to assume for you.
13.
13. Okay. No. Everything has been heavily handed, but nothing that you can recall seems to be missing.
Glad, because I didn't have much.
If that statue the
Is-
Oracle gave me had been stolen, I would have lost it.
Never mind, guys. I found my cheese. We're good.
So,
We're good.
like,
I forgot I put it under the floorboard.
Why
Oh,
would you put cheese under a floorboard?
so it didn't get stolen. Where else do you put a whole wheel of cheese? And I hold up the wheel's only like this big. It's like a little Parmesan wheel, but it's like fully crusted, like locked in, wrapped in paper, and this shit
In a
is found.
kitchen.
What? What? You don't put this cheese in the kitchen. What's wrong with you? What do you think this is?
What, you're
I
on?
don't
Never-
know what
people. I
that
don't
sort of
understand.
shit is worth. There were maids for that.
You're on. You've never had bed cheese?
What the fuck is bed cheese?
I mean,
I
Is
don't
that
think
the
we
same
need
like
the-
bed
that's what
roll?
it sounds
Is that
like.
is
I
that
don't
like
think we
bed
need
roll
the answer to
jerky?
that question, honestly. I think we can just skip past the bed cheese, go collect $200, pass go.
Is
We're
that
okay
like
there.
is that like bedroll jerky?
God.
What?
Ina and Renatus, as
like, moving on.
they're having this conversation, both of y'all give me a perception check, please.
Please find the bad guy. Please find the bad guy. Stop this conversation.
23.
I imagine they're
2.
looking around as you're all engaging.
Damn.
Okay, both of you.
Joey froze.
Why am I freezing tonight?
Your powers of observation continue to serve you well.
Piss off.
Yeah, Zoom needs to get it together.
Okay,
I don't
you're
know why I'm
back.
freezing tonight. Okay, so Ina and Renatus glancing around while they're having this cheese conversation. You notice that several of the other doors down the hall, not your rooms, but those that belong to your companions, are slightly ajar, which is unusual because the Centurions kind of make it a point to check the rooms regularly and leave the doors closed.
I have a very bad feeling, but I don't see this, so
I have a metagame bad feeling. Ina's a little bit distracted, Renatus. Are you going to do anything about this, or just note it and move on?
I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, the other doors over here also looked messed with. I'm gonna go take a look."
I'll come with you. I promised I'd take care of that little satyr if he's not all right.
Glancing in each of the rooms, you see that they are also torn apart. However, in the room that you know belongs to Full-On, and the room that you know belongs to Bullbug, it seems to have been more than just a simple ransacking. There's a broken chair in Full-On's room, and in Bullbug's room, you see a bloody handprint on the inside of the doorframe, kind of streaking down. It's not the size of a Minotaur handprint, more of human-shaped, or sized at least.
Where the fuck is my centaur?
Ina's like, I'm right here. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Came in on the wrong part of that conversation.
No,
What?
no, not you, Ina. You belong to yourself. I mean the one I'm bonded to. Where the hell is Folon? And why does it look like somebody kicked the shit out of him in the process?
So I'm gonna go see what is going on.
Okay, brief summary. Your companions' rooms are ransacked as well, but it looks as though not only were they tossed up, but there was also a struggle in the rooms of Folon and Bullbug. There's a broken chair and some other furniture in Folon's room, and there's a bloody humanoid-sized handprint on the inner door frame of Bullbug's room. Not like his own big meaty palm, but
Right.
someone else.
And both of them are missing now.
They're not there.
Is there anyone else in this house? Like, where's the Oracle? Where's the dude that answers the door?
I'm gonna run upstairs and see if I can find the Oracle's bedroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna start shouting for people.
Okay. Euron runs upstairs. Quick glance around the top of the stairs. It's relatively well lit between moonlight and candles. All the doors upstairs look undisturbed. Ina starts shouting for help, and then with barely a moment's pause, the door slams open. Boom! The bronze against the marble, and tries Centurion, his spear out, his shield in his hand. Ooh, what's going on? What happened? Who needs help?
All of the second floor has been ransacked, dude. Where you been?
Standing my post, my lady. What do you mean? He charges up there and looks around. You hear his feet clanging on the wooden floor above you, and he comes back down the stairs. I don't know. I saw and
You
heard
didn't
no
hear
one. I've been
anything?
here. I've been here 3 hours, my lady. I've seen nothing. I've heard nothing.
How long
Unless
have
some
we
of the-
been gone?
Probably about 2 hours.
Okay.
I will go. Will you be
Report
here?
this. Go report this.
Yes,
Okay,
I am. I just want to make sure no one else. The Oracle is my concern.
You hear a
Not
voice
that you
up
aren't important, but
upstairs, just Versi!
no answer.
What the hell is people screaming about?
Yeah,
I will
I'm
be
gonna
back.
start opening doors.
Quickly, I'll be back. He runs out, throwing his shield over his shoulder, around the gate. You hear him hollering down the street. You see some nobles like kind of jumping out of his way just past the gate as he turns left and proceeds down to what you assume is the commerce gate at the edge of the noble district, where there is usually a small garrison of centurions.
Yeah.
All the other rooms upstairs that you check here on, they seem untouched.
And Cyanus is the only one who found a note.
Indeed.
Is one of the rooms I found at all, like, fairly certain of, oh, is this the Oracle's bedroom? This is where the Oracle should be if she's asleep?
It's quite apparent. It is the most opulently furnished. It has silky curtains hanging on a four-post bronze framed bed. There's a huge mirror. You see several of the circlets that she wears over her head. It's obvious it's her room, but it seems completely undisturbed.
Oh, run
Seems like
back
she should
down.
have seen this coming.
Oh my god, Julie.
That's
come back
fucking
down.
meta. That's beautiful.
That is beautiful. Yeah, no, run down and just say, rooms upstairs haven't been ransacked, doors are shut, but no one's in there. No one's up there. Oracle's not there, Laureus isn't there.
That son of a bitch. He betrayed us.
Who did?
Why are you assuming Laureus betrayed us?
Ah, he's been sketchy since the beginning.
He's in love with you!
Ah, it's even sketchier. Who the hell loves me? That's the biggest indicator that something's wrong here.
I don't know what that says about your belief of who's suspicious, or what about your self-esteem.
Tell you what, you find him and we'll question him.
Well, I have an idea for where they may be.
Where's that?
Boom! Door slams open again. Has anybody seen the Oracle? Nobody's seen her for over an hour.
Yeah.
The room's
yeah.
empty.
Shit. More will be here soon. I must find her. And he stumbles out and goes down the street, going the other way this time.
I wonder if he's gonna lose his head over this.
This is why I never wanted posts like this.
Yeah.
I got it. The market was not quite this. It was dangerous in a different way than this is.
How the hell could they have gotten 1, 2, 3 or 4 people out without the Centurions noticing?
At least 4. That's
How?
not counting any servants or any.
Where the hell would they
Magic.
have gone? I would have tried to do some sort of investigation. Like, how the hell would you have gotten 4 people out without Centurions that are posted around the most important person in all of, well, except for obviously the king and queen, but the Oracle herself is here. Trying to
Maybe
figure
some
out how the hell could you
invisibility?
have gotten out. Yeah, but it's unusual to. Usually, invisibility is held on one person, the caster. You would need one caster for them, and then another caster. I don't know. That's
I guarantee Folon and Bulbug did not go quietly into that.
Yeah, so you think they would have heard something.
Bulbug would have fought. It's like a.
There's
a demon.
blood in his room. Of course there is.
What? There's blood in his room.
There's a bloody handprint on the door. It's about the size. It's not his hand. It's someone else's.
Well, let's go look whose hand it is. And I'm gonna immediately start trudging over to go look at the hand.
Okay.
And once I completely examine the hand, I want to take a piece of parchment and do a print contact and capture part of it. I'm CSI in this shit.
Got it.
While he does that, I'd like to, as a ritual, cast detect magic. See if I find anything.
I light up like a Christmas tree, as gorgeous as I am.
You got it. Very magical. Give me an investigation check, please. Lycus?
Okay. Such a good skill. I've only got a 2. I'm just son of a bitch. That's an 8.
It is relatively easy to note some differences in the various races, such as there would be fur marks, for example, if it was a satyr, from the backs of the hands. Elvish hands are typically more slender and so on. This appears to be a human hand, and it's not hard to tell that it seems as though they're missing a good chunk off of the little finger. It appears to be a palm handprint of the left hand on the doorframe. That's all you can deduce, though.
No, it's good. So they got a stubby pinky. They didn't lose the whole pinky. It's not all gone, just part of it.
Indeed.
Bulbug ate it.
Does that sound familiar to you, Cyanus?
I mean, look at my hands. I've got my own pinky.
No. I mean, the roughest crowd in this city. Do you know anybody whose hands look like this? That's what I was
You know, a little finger.
Oh my god.
I'm imagining more like Davos. How I'm missing the knuckle off the finger. Yeah, but
I mean, I
Your
don't.
bandit strikes again.
I mean, I don't recognize hands all that often, but I mean, if anything, this note is obviously something to go off of.
Yeah, what do you think she meant by that note?
Well, after seeing everyone is gone, I'm thinking she may have taken them as a way of getting to us.
she's a thief. And thieves have fences exchanging valuable goods that have been taken for reward. Imagine the price you could get off the Oracle herself.
Would the Oracle have gone without a fight, though? I mean, she was
Well, if
giving
she
that
knows
hag
we'll
a pretty
fight
good
the
fight.
She didn't fight the last time we saved her ass.
If she
She
knows
was-
she'll get saved, she won't have to fight. It's an oracle.
She was resisting the hag, though. And she'd been resisting for a while, from my understanding.
Where is the nearest sewer grate?
About this time, your ritual casting completes. Renatus, you sense the outline of a spherical field of arcane energy within both Folon and Bulbug's rooms. The magic glows with a slightly greenish iridescence to it. And you're not entirely sure how you know, but you know that this is some type of illusory magic.
Alright, so in Folon and Bulbug's room, there's some kind of trickery going on. It's like an illusion.
And just point of order, metagame here. The school of illusion, that realm of magic, doesn't just deal with images. I want to make sure you guys understand that clearly. Okay, so that doesn't. If there's illusory magic, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's something you're seeing something that isn't there, or vice versa. That's not the full encompassment of it.
It's also like any of the other senses, right?
Generally,
Okay. So it's like, oh, this is a fake smell or something.
Can
Or
be.
a fake sound.
I have a hunch. Or how they got them out, at least, without causing a fuss. At least the initial part. If it's an illusion, it does not... Illusions don't just cause things to appear that we see, hear, smell. They can hide them. Because the guard would have heard if a fully grown minotaur was kicking the shit out of something and destroying furniture. There has to have been something preventing the sound getting out.
I would like to try counterspell. See if I can't reverse the illusionary effect.
okay. You would know that counterspell doesn't work like that. Counterspell can make the calling forth of arcane magic fizzle into nothingness, but it's not doesn't work the same as dispel magic.
It was worth a shot.
I'll go in the room and just, for the sake of it, let's say I'll go into Forlorn's room.
Mhm.
And I'll shut the door. And I'll try and make a loud noise. I'll just, I've probably got my shield out. I'll just bang my hand against it.
Slam as hard as you can, expecting to wince at the loud metallic sound. You hear nothing. And nobody else hears anything either.
I just hit my shield. Did any of you hear that?
Hear what?
Is this the fucking Cult of Lutheria room again?
Yes.
I'm getting serious vibes of that.
Cyanus, where's the nearest sewer grate? One big enough to put a minotaur down.
I think it'd be probably like down behind
You
the place
would
or
know
something
there
like
are
that.
some at the base of the hill in the Noble District near Stygian Row. The sewers open up into these massive storm type drains where they then funnel into the lower part of the sewers that goes beneath Stygian Row out towards the harbor.
All right. Real quick question about this house. Is there like a basement area?
Not that you're aware of.
Okay. No, I was gonna see if like maybe they came in from like under the house and then like went back out that way, because otherwise it might have seen
It's
people like
probably a
coming and
root
going.
cellar.
All right. Well, I think our best option would be we gotta head into the sewers, especially if like we want to go find them now.
Our magical friend, Renatus. I don't know how you did it. I don't know, but do you know anything that you could try and reach one of them? Like, metagame, she's asking if you know anything like sending.
Yeah, no, I don't know anything like that.
Wait a minute. I have an
Waiting.
idea. All right, so you guys remember the other night whenever we were trying to take care of those two from the cult?
Yeah.
And I did the thing with my spear.
Yeah.
I think I might have to do that again. That might be helpful.
Oh, the one where you saw, you said, find this person, and you sent it off.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you need blood.
No, not just any blood's gonna work. I
Your
know the
own.
spear by now. Oh god.
But who do we get it to look for? The Centurions would want us to try and find the Oracle.
Yeah.
Do we try and find one of the boys? Do we try and find her?
Well, they probably kept everyone together, I'd imagine.
At this moment, I kind of lean over to Renatus, and I'm like, he's got a blood-sniffing spear. Don't ask questions. It doesn't make sense, but it works.
I'd like to make some notes about that.
All right. So before we do this, Legus, I need the horn.
Okay. And I hold on a second. Okay, here you go.
And then I just start waterfalling it. I'm like, and then I like pull out my spear and I'm like, all right, I need your help. We need to find Percy. And then I like cut open one of my fingers and then I just like drip on it.
I'm
What
right
are you
here.
waterfalling? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, what?
I'm right here. Behind you. You turn, you see Versi and Lorius standing there in the doorway.
Oh, thank God.
What is going on? Where is my guard? Why are we standing in the hallway and why are you cutting yourself?
Oh, fuck.
Interesting story. Thought you were missing. But you were, technically. But now you're not.
We were at the temple preparing for the wine festival. What happened?
Our rooms are ransacked. There were signs of a fight. There's a silencing spell on Folon and Bulbug's room to hide the sound of a commotion, and both of them are missing. And that one has a note that suggests that they were kidnapped.
I want to lean over to Renatus and be like, do you see anything with them? Because you still got to detect magic on, right? Yeah. Hey, take a look at them.
You peer over them and try and focus and grasp the arcane energy swirling about inside your mind. You aren't getting any indication of any magical influence on them at this time.
Oh, it's just them.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
No, you're not doing this right. I take my glasses off. Here, put these on. I like shove my glasses on his head. Okay.
Get these
no,
things off of me.
No, they're good. They're good. No, you'll here. Just keep looking. Keep looking. Look around. I want you finding stuff.
Yeah, I'll look around. It's like this.
You mean my face when I first got these?
Through your squinty eyes, you see nothing that I haven't already described to you. That is more than a little troublesome. I was assured that this would be safe. Your friends are missing.
Yeah, and I was thinking you guys were with them.
No, we left them here maybe an hour ago. We just went over to the Temple of the Five, as I said, to make sure that things were prepared for the festival. And then we were coming back to retire for the evening. And now we find you here. And my guard missing. And the estate in shambles. Oh dear.
The guard is looking for you. So, because we came in, and I guess he probably forgot that you left and was panicked. And that poor man needs some more training, my lady.
I'll be sure to apprise King Acastus of the situation with him. A lot of good it's doing now. I should go see to my things and make sure nothing was disturbed.
Your rooms were fine. I double-checked to try and see that you were in there. Your doors were shut. Room looked untouched.
That is good to know. No disrespect, but
of course.
perhaps you don't know where all of my things are, so I'll be back. And she quietly goes up, and Loria's standing there.
Laurie,
Hey,
how do you feel
Spear.
about the
Shit.
sewers? How do you feel about the sewers?
The sewer. I don't know how I feel about the sewers. I've never been in the sewers. Why are we talking about the sewers?
Because we may have to go down there.
And
Really?
I snatch my glasses off of his head, put them on, look at her, and be like, really? We may have to go in the friggin' sewers.
Oh, it's fine, like, stop.
What exactly is in the sewers?
Shit!
I feel like our other two friends may actually be down there now.
Don't ask us how.
Cyanus, are you drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, darling.
How did he get drunk? How did this happen?
Oh,
It
look.
seems like some silence magic was casted in both of these, or something to eliminate noise, at least. And both of them were missing, and there was signs of a struggle in one room.
I think Joey froze again.
Yeah, he froze.
That's his thinking face.
It's my
Okay.
thinking
Now he's
paused
moving
face.
We're back.
Zoom just wants to make sure I have the right face for all these moments. That's all it is.
Clearly.
A Bullbug and Folon are. Well, we don't know how they are, I suppose. Why would somebody take them?
Probably to get at us, because, like, they know we've been traveling with them for a while, so.
We partly bought Bulldog with the intention of taking him to the lady in the first place.
I squint hard as fuck at Lorius.
Are you alright, Lycus?
Oh yeah. How you doing, bud?
I'm quite distressed. How are you?
Fantastic.
Lorius,
It's good to know.
we're going to probably check out the sewers to go find our friends, and you've been learning healing skills, have you not?
Indeed, Aesop has taught me much, and Mitros has gifted me with some abilities.
We could use your
The
help.
sewers?
I know.
I mean, I want to help them, but the sewers?
It'll be fine. It's not that bad down there. We still live down there.
Have you seen the Oracle? Have you found her? I have not seen her
Ups-
anywhere.
upstairs, upstairs, darling.
We have found her
Shit.
and returned her to her quarter.
Oracle ho!
He
Whoa!
runs
Don't
up,
call her
shield
that.
clanking.
You get put in prison for calling people out here.
No, you don't. Yeah, just make you pay a fine and maybe make you make a donation to the Siren's Roost.
You start to hear muffled voices. Angry, feminine, increasingly louder and louder until a door slams, and then they get quiet and continue to rise, even though they're more muffled. You can tell the Oracle is seriously engaging the Centurion in tongue lashing.
Wow, I
Immediate-
thought we were in the Noble District, not on the dockyard.
I knew I liked
Whoa!
Hey, and up she rises.
Oh my god.
Versi can be effective when she needs to be. I have no problem following you. Anyway, you know this. Is there anything else I can do that may be of more use? If not, I will do what I can with you. I just want to be sure that we aren't running off emotional, is all. It's part of the things I've been learning.
Well, I mean, we need to go down there anyway. And I think this is basically her way of summoning us.
Did you actually use the spear for the infected attendant?
I wasn't able to actually, like, drip on it. Right before, like, right before it dripped, after I said Versi, I heard her come in from behind me, so I was like, what? And then it just, like, dripped to the floor, I guess.
And there's a bit of confusion with that as well. I'll clarify that with you real quick, Austin. Metagame.
Okay.
The blood required for it to seek Has to be the blood of the one it is seeking.
Shit. Okay. Oh, okay. I have an idea now.
The range is going to be 120 feet. And if you use that ability, then for the next hour, you have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I just stumble down the hall towards Folon's room. And I kind of just dip the spear tip in one of the, like, little bits of blood that were just, like, around the room from the, tussle.
Okay, the only blood that's in there, seems to be in there, is on the door frame of the handprint. And it's kind of smeared down a bit. Is that what you're tapping into?
Yeah, that
Okay.
one.
You got it. It goes on the tip and spreads out and then congeals. And all the runes along the shaft of the Grimstalker flare up momentarily in a dull red and then throb back down to darkness. We hunt. It has been too long, friend.
This is all me finding these guys.
All right, Loria says. I'll get my things. I'll be in just a moment. He goes down the hallway to his room, looks around for a second in shock, and then goes inside. 20-30 seconds later, comes back out. Has a little bit of a leather satchel on one side, and it's closed up tight. Can't really tell what's in it. It's bulging a little bit, and he has the medallion of Mitros prominently displayed on his chest. And he has a little bit of a staff he's kind of walking with. All right, in the sewers then, if that's where we're still heading.
Yep.
Oh, take you to the bathhouse after.
Thank you, Yura.
I need a moment. I run up to my room and I go change into my sewer clothing, which is mainly just regular clothing, and I just start rubbing the fuck out of them with a candle.
Okay, you got it.
I candle wax the shit out of my pants, socks, shoes, everything. I'm in my slum clothes, but I'm trying to waterproof them. Like, I layer fat everywhere. I smell like a fucking ball of bacon. Just, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Okay, and then I come running down.
You got it.
Sloshy, somewhat, but not all fully.
Oddly enough, it has a little bit of a quieting effect as well, as the wax kind of rubs against the cloth and stifles some of the fabric-y and metallic sounds.
I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Let's go. Before I change my mind.
To the sewers.
So, making your way outside. Walking down the street, you now see, glancing in the alleyways, just head on a swivel, kind of this heightened sense of alertness and danger, that it would not be too difficult if you had the right skill and the right people and etc. to scale the back wall and the shadows over the estate where the oracle is residing and possibly get in that way. It would be a different task altogether to get something as large as a minotaur uncooperatively over it, for example. Maybe doable. Scientist, you more than most would be familiar with the abilities and the lengths that some of the Cult of the Snake would go to achieve their aims, and how good they can be in the dark. Going down through the Commerce Gate, you see Centurions buzzing about, going this way and that, some whispering about kidnapping and assassination and oracle, the heroes of the prophecy all over the place, and several nobles are gathered around in large clusters, kind of eavesdropping and whispering amongst themselves. And as you walk through, their eyes kind of lock and stare on you until you pass them, and then you see them faces, like their cheeks get red in the torchlight, and they go back to talking what they were. Continuing down the road towards...
okay.
Nobody seems to be listening to you at all, unfortunately.
Bitch!
You continue making your way down Stygian Row in Cyanus. You find this large storm grate. It's rectangular. It's about 10 feet wide, 5 feet long, the other direction, I suppose. And there's a trickle of water coming down from the large circular sewer entrance that is coming down from the noble district above. Peering down, and you see a rough ladder carved in the stonework that was used to make these sewers. It is dark below. You hear the slow drip, drip, drip echoing down somewhere maybe a dozen feet below you in the sewers themselves. Nobody else is around you as you're behind these buildings, taverns, brothels, and all sorts of things in Stygian. The crowd in the street just as fervent and raucous as ever, if anything else even more so with the impending onset of the wine festival. So, what do you do?
Well, here we go. I take out one of the torches that I've got just in my bag and just like, follow me.
You got it. Descending down into the sewers, you get to the bottom, and as you step down, you feel this slight softness to the base here, and you feel the bottom of your boot get a little bit cooler as the ankle-high water settles in around it. Holding the torchlight reflecting on all these walls around you, you see the dark, kind of slimy, gooey covered walls, damp drops coming from the ceiling and trickling down the walls, and moss covering the stones on either side. The sewer itself here starts out at about 10 feet square, and then gets tighter and tighter until it's about 8 by 8, running first to the east, and then you see a passageway off to the left and to the right as it tees off in either direction. You know from this vantage point that going left would lead you further up into Stygian Road towards the palace and everything else to the north. Going right would lead you further and further south to the harbor. So, what is your plan? What are you going to attempt to do here in the sewers?
Not gag. What's dripping on me?
I'm trying to find the way back into where, like, I remember where, like, the hideouts and stuff were down there.
Okay. Give me a history check to see how well you recall this information.
16.
I was going to say with advantage, because you were down here for quite a while.
That was a 12, so 16.
Okay. You start proceeding on confidently, and then as you turn right and then left, you glance around and you kind of second guess yourself, turning back and looking around, and no, it's this way, and you continue on like that for 20 to 30 minutes, navigating this maze of sewers, these snake-like tunnels beneath the city of Mitros, where everything is quiet and damp and murky, and in many places pungent. You find a very familiar set of tunnels where there are rooms on either side that have been carved out from the sewer that are normally sealed, that have various supplies and tools and things of that nature for maintaining the tunnels and doing the work down there. You know that this was one of the primary places that the Cult of the Snake, when you were in it, would come together, and they would meet and disperse out orders, take in hauls, and accommodate that business. Recalling this, you remember seeing many faces and many names, of which many you're sure were false, and maybe even disguises were worn down here in the seedy underbelly of Mitros. There is no one here now. There are some signs of recent habitation, people that have come and go doing the cult's business. You also recall your station as a relatively lower member, a footpad, but one that was exceptionally good at sneaking into and thrifting things that were maybe not necessary to their owners away. You have found the location. You don't see anyone around. Every now and then you'll hear what sounds like softly squishing footsteps, or maybe a shout from somewhere deep in the sewers, echoing throughout these miles of sewers, somewhere else in Mitros. But nothing in this immediate area.
Oh, fuck. I don't really know what to do.
It smells like Sidon's armpit. down here.
Like I just
Really unpleasant.
I shout out into the tunnels, just like, we're here to see the lady.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say tunnel snakes again.
No. I'm too drunk for that.
Let's see.
You don't just tell them we're here.
Oh, they were looking for us earlier, man.
You are too drunk to make rational decisions.
Oh yeah, well I made a rational enough decision up there, didn't I?
Hey, easy on the sloshing, all right? My hooves are nasty as it is. I don't need this. I don't need this at all.
I want to stomp 1 foot right by Lycus.
Alright, who goes there? You hear
Yeah!
echoing from around a corner, not seeing anybody in the shadow, past the edge of your torchlight.
What do you think?
I don't bloody know, or I wouldn't have been asking. Now, who goes there before I... State your business, or you'll be lost forever.
Shut the fuck up and get me out of this nasty muck and let me in before I kill you.
Lycus!
The lady left us a note.
You hear nothing.
Do I see anyone?
Give me a perception check.
Our dancing lets the shit out of this place.
It
I ain't
illuminates
got
this.
time for this.
It illuminates this 8x8 square tunnel. There's nobody in the immediate area. You have come. You see just ahead of you, in the direction you were traveling, there's a 4-way split. The tunnel continues going on, and then off to the right and to the left. There are other passages, and this voice was coming from somewhere in the vicinity of that split. Go ahead, Yura.
Gotcha.
19.
You see a shadowy figure to the left around the corner. In all grays and blacks. He seems to be covered. He has a hood, a face mask, all wearing dark leather or supple dark cloth. And you see a slight glint of some type of a blade that is sheathed on his hip. He just seems to be looking at you quietly.
I'm gonna pull off my hood and I'm gonna have a couple of my snakes stand up on attention. And I just want to stare.
You see him slowly shift back out of view down the hallway.
That way.
And then we just follow him, I guess.
Yeah. Start to approach
Lycus,
that
do you want
hall.
me to carry you?
Oh, I got it. Like, I'm just slowly trying not to make waves.
Slurp, slurp.
Yeah, my hoof is suctioning into this shit.
Everybody
Arna,
give me
you
a
doing okay?
everybody give me a stealth check with disadvantage, then you can go ahead and talk.
I hope I'm not ruining the moment. I'm totally, like, getting into this.
29 and 23.
You're not ruining anything, Lycus.
14 for stealth.
12.
Of course.
Okay. You begin walking down that hall, the torchlight illuminating. Every now and then a little drip of water will come down on the torch and fizzle. As quietly as you can creep, this muck is making the suction sounds on your feet. Once you get up ahead, you see this individual is silently running, seemingly uninhibited, further down the passageway, and he turns right down another hallway just as you're coming up to see. You would see this, you're on. Nobody else would because he's too far away. Yeah, you're the only one with dark vision, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But Lycus cast dancing
Yeah,
lights.
I've got my lights. Rocket. If
Yeah,
possible, I
they're
literally
around
want to
you?
like hook a light onto him. Like, he's how far away was he?
At this point where you see him around the corner, he was moving a lot faster than y'all were when you came up to that
he's
thing.
running. He's booking it.
Yes. Once you started heading that way,
Oh.
at some point he was able to move very quickly and very quietly, but you wouldn't see him. He was about 100 feet away when you saw him. Euron.
Is he making splashing sounds?
Not that you can hear.
What the fuck?
He turned down that hallway.
60 feet globe if I can see down that way. Because I'm trying to light the way.
Yeah, got it. Dancing light heading down the hallway, careening as fast as you can send them, and illuminates the hallway in front of you. More of the same, but you don't see any figures. As you walk and push the dancing lights as far as you can along the way, eventually you come to the corner that you saw, and you're pointed off to the right. So you continue on to the right, you're following this figure. You guys can stop to be stealthy if you want to move. Stop being stealthy if you want to move faster, or you can keep being stealthy and trying to sneak up on you. What would you like to do?
I can't see down here. Like, are we? No, I'm asking the part. Like, I can't see down here. Are we being secretive? I mean, you said the lady. Are we? What are we doing? Are we just going, or? Yeah, look at Cyanus.
I mean, they already know we're here. There's no point in being sneaky. Let's just book it.
I know.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right.
Why do I not have a warm and fuzzy feeling when he decides to say, all right, and rolls?
Oh, you're fine. Stop it.
Okay,
He's
Kira.
rolling for how many are down there?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, look at me. I'm fucking fine. You think I'm wearing this because of the sewer drip? I'm fine.
So, you begin to go faster. Lorius keeping up with you, making a relative ruckus in the sewers as you clamber along between the muck and the metal sounds of weapon and armor, the lights skirting down every hallway. Every now and then you will get a glimpse of him. I need who's going to be in the lead, and that person give me a survival check. You, makes sense, so give me a survival check to try and track this individual.
It's a flat roll. Oh god, it's a flat roll. Dice gods be kind. Ah, fuck, 6.
6. Okay. So you proceed down the sewers, and as you go, you start to notice there are fewer and fewer options as far as pathways. It seems like they're all starting to converge rather than disperse. Then you hit a wall, and it seems like you're going around in the same direction for a very, very long time. Off to your right, these massive grates you hear kind of pouring water into some type of a chasm. Every time you pass one of these hallways, water just dumping out. You get the sense that you're probably, at this point, circumnavigating around the harbor itself. You lose track of him several times, and whether it's by fate or luck, it always seems like just when you think you can't find him anymore, just when you've taken 4 left turns, you always see a glimmer of metallic light flint in the darkness, or a dark shadowy passing around a corner. You continue on and on and on for upwards of an hour, circumnavigating this wet, murky, nasty sewer system. Finally, you come to a point to catch your breath and look around and try and see exactly what's going on. I need a perception check from you, Euron.
Okay. Come on, you little shit. Thank you! Tough love. 17.
All right. You got it. As you glance around left to right at the edge of this corner, your party behind you, the torch, dancing lights all around. Off to your right-hand side, you hear the sound of metal scraping on leather. Why are you following me? I need, does a 17 hit you?
No.
Okay. So, out of the darkness, this bronze mace comes and slams into your shield with a loud metallic cling as it backs off of him. You see this figure, like an elf, except his skin is very dark, his eyes are purplish, his eyebrows are kind of white, and the black around his hood and is covering all of his cloak and a face mask. You went down some more questions. I told you you were going to get lost, and still you follow me. Leave me be or I'll kill you.
You think I was gonna get lost in this shit?
No one's talking to you, pipsqueak.
We're here to see the lady. You're the first person we saw.
The lady wants to see you. She'll see you.
Well,
she
also left us this note, so we're kind of wanting to see her.
Let me see that. He puts his mace down, slack arm on his side, and he reaches out for the note. He takes it and turns a little bit to see a little bit better in the torchlight, and he glances up at you, his purple eyes cutting underneath his slick white eyebrows. Looks back over. Hands it back to you. Well, why didn't you say so and instead of getting all piss-mouthed at me back there?
You said it, and then you ran.
He essentially told me all to fuck off. That's alright. Loudmouth over there, getting all feisty. I don't take kindly to that.
He's a noble boy, or a prissy boy.
I don't bloody care. I don't. Alright? Save it. I got stuff to do. Take 2 lefts and a right up there. You'll find your lady. Now stop following me. He turns and walks off, dead quietly through the shadows. Doesn't even seem to notice. He's out.
Thank God that was only a copper.
Alright, so 2 lefts and a right.
2 lefts and a right. Alright. You continue on to the dark alleyways. 1 left, another 50 feet, another left. This is a long pathway with no other tunnels branching off from the sides, and then out of nowhere, the darkness, a sharp right. You see up ahead, there's something, you see this, Euron, something dangling from the roof. Almost like a vine or something. It's hard to see this far away in the darkness, but as you approach and the torchlight catches it, you see that the walls of this area have been almost carved away, especially up further into the ceiling of the sewers. The masonry chipped away, the bedrock carted away at some point in the past, revealing striations and colors of the ground above, and then a hole seems to have been bored out of some type of bronze metallic object up above, and there is a thick hemp rope hanging down. Every now and then you'll see the flicker of candlelight in this seemingly hollow bronze object about 15 feet above you.
There's not really anywhere else to go, is there? And just so I'm clear, this rope that's slightly lit, it's heading down into the hole?
The hole is above you, and there's a rope coming down into the sewers right just in front of where you stand.
So we have to, like, climb up.
You would have to climb up. The hole itself is about 7 feet around.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I should probably go first.
You climb the rope?
Yep.
Okay. Cyanus puts Grimstalker away, tucks his shield behind his back, puts both hands on the rope, and slowly starts to climb up. Give me a stealth check, Cyanus.
27.
Okay. Climbing up to the top, you're barely able to get your horns and eyes above the lip of this bronze structure. You see it is flat, almost like a floor in front of you, but this opening, it doesn't seem to have been carved out of any hands. It almost seems as though it was formed or was brought into existence by some type of burrowing, some magic explosion or something here tore away at the solid bronze of what was once this structure. Turning your head to look around the hole off to your right, you see it extends forward and continues onward until the ceiling tapers down, almost coming to a 5-foot tall point at the very end. You see 2 individuals there, one sitting on a crate with a candle off to his side, seems to be trimming his fingernails with a dagger. The other one leaning up against the wall next to another rope, which is rising up to the ceiling, and there's a wooden trapdoor above. Next to this individual, there may be 10 feet apart. Next to this individual on the wall, there is a bell. They seem to be absorbed in whatever they're doing. But something strikes you about this room, something that this, not even the way it's formed, or the fact that it's a giant hollow bronze room. Give me an insight check.
All of us, or
Him, because he's up there seeing it.
Rolled a 8.
18.
Okay. It's weird. It's not like any structure you've ever been in, anything that you can recall as being normal at all. It's very large and very oddly shaped. What are you gonna do? Everybody else sees Cyanus go up to the top and peer around, and it's almost as though he forgets he's there. He's taking just a little bit too long. You're like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Cyanus?
Hey, tunnel snakes.
You call out to them?
Yeah.
Alright. Look over to you. The guy with the dragger just kind of drops it where he stands. The guy by the bell looks over from his position on the wall. Ding 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 ding. And that's where we're gonna take a break. All right, and we're back. So, heroes, most of you are in the sewer at the foot of a rope. Cyanus climbed up 15 feet. He's peering over the edge. He looks around for a long while. I described the scene earlier with the two individuals in this room, this large, strangely shaped bronze room, and another rope descending up into darkness somewhere above. They saw you when you greeted them, started ringing a bell that is echoing, this cacophonous metal on metal echoing sound throughout the room itself, descending up to the darkness above. I need everybody to roll for initiative. All right.
We're not
so,
too 9.
Everybody 20 and above. Who we got? All right. 15 to 20. Nobody? 10 to 15?
12.
Laureus rolled a 14.
Okay. All right. 5 to 10?
Euron rolled a 9.
Okay.
And Renatus rolled a 9.
Okay. Which one of you two is a higher dexterity modifier? Actually, no,
Mine's one.
never mind. That's an NPC thing. For you guys, y'all can pick who goes when on your turns.
I just stab
Ron.
things.
Renatus?
Yeah,
All
but,
right.
you know.
You can go first on the condition that you don't throw fireball down as your first fucking move.
Lycus,
that wasn't
Ina,
the plan.
what y'all got?
oh, I had said 7.
7? Okay. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. And Ina?
3.
3.
You never listen.
I'm so sorry, buddy. All
Okay.
right, so you hear, everybody hears this ring bell in Cyanus. You see it, and for a moment, you just kind of get stutter struck. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Both thugs come charging at you across the room, whipping out these wicked-looking bronze maces like the one you saw in that individual in the sewers. First one is going to be a 18 to hit. Does that hit?
I have an 18 AC.
Okay, so
It
if you,
hits.
yeah,
So yes,
18.
it hits.
If you meet the AC, it hits.
Need to
Okay,
be-
Okay.
so that's the first hit. That is going to be 3 bludgeoning damage. He comes back around a second time with the mace, and that is going to be another 18 to hit.
Okay.
And that's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage. Whack, whack, this bronze mace coming around, slamming you on the shoulders and side of the head. The second one comes around. That is going to be a 20 to hit for 3 bludgeoning damage. And then a 21 to hit with 3 bludgeoning damage. So both of them charging on you and just start wailing on you with these maces. Their dark black armor rippling. You recognize these individuals as being members of the Cult of the Snake. They're grinning at you, slamming you. Blood starts flying from your side, the side of your head on either side. I didn't think you were gonna come, foolish boy. All right, so that's their turn. Lorius is up.
So, just presumably, we've heard this ringing of a bell. If we look up, we are seeing Cyanus getting
Pummeled, yes.
pummeled.
You kind of get knocked off the rope and comes back and grabs it again.
So let's have him try and be brave. So he's gonna look at the one that did the second one, the one that did hit him for more damage.
We'll call him Thug 2.
Thug 2. Okay, let's go for Thug 2. And I'm gonna need that fella to make a dex save, please.
All right. 15.
Okay, that passes, so Sacred Flame will do nothing, I think. Yeah, no.
That's all or nothing.
Yeah, no, that's it. So, I guess he'll try and shoot Sacred Flame at it.
Okay.
And gonna go ah! the whole time.
He kind of resists, and that means Cyanus is up.
As they're wailing on me, I'm like, what the fuck, guys? Stop. The fucking lady called for me to come. God. It's not like I just moseyed in here. Like, I wonder what the fuck is in here.
Don't you worry, pretty boy. We're gonna bring you to her, all right?
All right, here's the thing. You're gonna stop hitting me, or I'm gonna take out your fucking eyes right now.
Startle back for a second. Make an intimidation check. The blood start pouring down your face and various things. You got a big old lump on the side of your face there.
19.
19. Look at each other. Look back at you. Look at each other. And they come back at you.
All right. And then I just slide down the rope.
All right, that's going to leave their movement range. They're going to opportunity attacks.
Okay.
You would sense this. Okay. First one is a 15 to hit.
Not gonna. Doesn't Cunning Action give you disengage? Does it?
Well, I haven't used my.
Yeah, he's not
Stop,
using
no.
it.
No,
He's just
shit,
moving.
Sorry.
The second one's a 17. So.
Nope.
Now the 18, is that with your shield or without your shield? Because you don't have your shield on right now. And I didn't mention that earlier because I forgot.
Ah, shit, that
So
would.
the second one would hit. Okay. 3 bludgeoning damage. So you
And
start sliding down the rope. Wham! One catches you on the arm. It crumples a little bit.
And I will uncanny dodge that one.
Okay.
And
You got it.
take that down to what, 1?
Yeah.
Are we rounding down?
Yep. Always round down.
Gotcha.
Unless something in the verbiage specifically says otherwise.
Gotcha.
It's almost always rounding down.
So as I'm sliding down, I'm getting my spear out and shucking it up at the one that's on the right.
Okay, we'll call that one Thug 2 as well. So you slide down, plant, in one motion. Grimstalker flies out through the night. Go ahead and make an attack roll. I'm going to give him half cover because of the hole.
Okay. And I rolled a 15.
15 is going to hit.
Okay. See that damage. And that'll be 8 damage.
8 damage. You got it. Grimstalker flies up and slices through his shoulder. You see in the candlelight above, flicker, spin around like a blur and come back down to your hand through the hole. You see they start to reach for the rope. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. You're on, and Renatus, you're up.
Renatus, go ahead.
All right, so obviously I'm looking up. He just got pummeled, and the guy that he just hit with a spear, I'm gonna firebolt him. Firebolt.
Okay, go for it.
Also, I'm spell sniper, nothing unless full
No cover. Got it.
Yep. That's a 23.
That's a hit.
Damn.
And that's for 11.
Nice. So you see him gash back, and both him and the other guy start reaching down for the rope to grab it, and all of a sudden, this flame of arcane fire comes up and nails him in his arm. He reaches back again. Sons of... Anything else, Renatus?
I'm gonna take a look around. Is there anything down where we are? Like, any type of anything? Boxes, crates?
Glancing around, you see nothing except the walls of the sewer, the muck at your feet, etc.
And then just the rope going up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I see him like sliding down. I'm gonna take a step back from the rope so he doesn't hit me.
Okay, they don't seem to be sliding down. They look like they're going to be pulling up the rope.
No.
He's talking about Cyanus.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
talking about me.
Okay, got
In
it.
case
Fair
he
enough.
comes more down, I don't want to get landed on.
Yeah, he's all the way on the floor now. All right, you got it. Is that it?
That will be it.
Okay, you're on. You're up.
Right, well, let's see if I can pull this off. Which one looks wimpier?
The guy on the right looks more injured. They both look average sized.
Okay. Then, I'll look at the one that's mostly unharmed at this point. So, number 1.
Okay.
Try and whistle to get his attention. And I'll look him dead in the eyes. The snakes come up and their eyes will start to glow. And I would like that man to make a con save, please.
You got it. Oof. That's an 11.
Okay, he passes. It's a
Barely, but he
DC-8!
passes.
It's a DC-8!
It's okay. He kind of locks eyes with you for a moment and freezes where he's at, and he just focuses back on what he's doing. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay. Lycus, you're up.
I'm going to send the illumination around us is all my lights, right?
Sinus had a torch. I'm assuming he passed
had
that
a
off to some.
torch.
I'm assuming he passed that off to somebody, and you
Yeah.
have your dancing lights around.
Okay. I want to send the dancing lights up the hole,
Okay.
more or less to illuminate them and not us. You know,
Okay.
we can see the light as opposed to them not being able to see it. Now, I don't know if there's a torch, if we have a torch, but so bonus action, boom, light up that whole area up there, and
What color are they?
purple.
Purple lights. 4 of them kind of skirt past these guys' faces, illuminating them for a second. Their eyes glow. What else you got?
And then I'm gonna pull out my pipe and shoot a dart at the injured one.
Go for it.
Aim for his eyes.
Yeah.
You have sharpshooter, so no cover, right?
Yes, and that's a 16.
16 hits.
Yep. So I hit him for
What's-
14 damage.
14. You see Lycus come up. Embeds right in the center of his forehead, and he kind of teeters for a second, then crumbles and falls down the floor, rolling up in the rope a little bit before slamming on the ground, spreading muck all over your knees and feet around you.
And a net. Oh God! Son of a bitch! And I like stomp off a little bit because that's in my mouth. Okay, that's on my turn.
You got it. Ina, you're up.
Okay, so is Cyanus up there or is he's back down now?
He's down.
I'm
Yeah,
on
he's down.
bottom now.
So everybody's down. And
Yep.
nobody's up.
Yep.
Oh man. Nothing I want to do. So I think I'm just going to ready my great axe and tell Cyanus to get his friends under control. And that'll be my turn this round.
You got it. All right. So, thugs are back up. This guy, he is looking around and just goes down, He pulls the rope quickly all the way up to the top and throws it to the side, and you see him take a crossbow and point it down at you, ready for his next round. Lorius is back up.
Let's once more with feeling. Dex save, please.
Yep. Ooh, that's a 5.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. All right, so. Ooh, thank you for good damage. Modifier. Holy shit, +6. That's 12 damage, I think.
All right. So, from out of nowhere, this golden flame rises up around this individual, making him even brighter than the purple lights around you. It blinds you for a second before it dies back down. He's like, writhing in agony. Anything else?
No, that's all, I think.
All right, Cyanus, you're up.
Yeah, no.
All right, so there's only one of them up there now, right?
Indeed.
Okay. Look, man, I told you. Just, we want to see the lady.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage, because you just killed his friend.
Okay.
And he didn't really want,
Technically,
he didn't really
I
want to fight you
killed his
anyway.
Friend, and
That's true.
He made
You're-
the first attack.
That's
You
true.
did.
You're kind of all lumped together.
16.
16. I'd kill you first, you son of a bitch.
Mate, we already took out your friend. I don't want to take out another one of you.
Your words don't seem to be effective this round. Anything else?
Can I at least see him where I am?
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay.
He's peering over the edge with this thick-looking, menacing crossbow pointed directly at your group.
All right. I'm gonna toss my spear at the crossbow to try like disarm him.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. And that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Sucker flies up. It slams into the metal piece, and the momentum of it kind of carries it up out of his hands and clunk, clunk, clunk. It clatters around in the room around it. Well, let me make sure of that first. Yeah. It carries back over into the room behind him. And just turns to disappear out of the hole. He's still in place though, because D&D rounds. Anything else?
Just give up, dude. Just let us up.
All right, you're on. You're up. Euron and Renatus are up.
I'll go.
Yeah, go for it.
So, he just did all that work to get that rope up there. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and have it go up and grab the rope and tug it back down.
Okay, you got it. Spectral hand briefly illuminates before disappearing, and all of a sudden you see the rope kind of suspend over the edge of midair and then drop down in front of you with a. Anything else?
Aha! You got to be quicker than that.
All right, you're on. You're up.
I'm going up the rope,
Okay.
and because I can't really hold a weapon, any of my weapons, and climb, I want to get up to the top. And would I have enough to move? I have enough movement to climb off the rope, presumably, right?
Yeah, you guys, when you climb up, you can get to the lip of it.
Mhm.
You don't have your shield or anything on, so remember that. But you guys can get up there and draw a weapon. That's fine.
Just exasperated face, just fuck's sake, and let go, and let's take a small leap. Let's go unarmed strike.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Once I roll, I'll decide where I'm aiming.
Hey, Roz.
I was gonna go for kneecaps. What are you talking about? Oh, that's a 25.
That's a hit. That's a really good hit.
I'm
Should be
gonna break his.
1 plus strength.
Yeah, so that's 4.
You got it.
I'm gonna break his kneecap. Yeah.
So it's like he was looking for his crossbow, and all of a sudden he hears this metal sound, turns around, you come around, wham, slam to his kneecap. Oh! He looks up at you, glaring. He looks in your eyes for a moment, almost like he didn't recognize you, or maybe he did recognize you, but then he stopped and got aware of himself. Anything else?
What? But no. I'm just gonna smile at him and just go, sit down, be a good boy, and shut up, and maybe you'll get to walk out of here with your other knee intact.
Okay. You say that. It's the end of your turn.
Yeah,
That it?
that
Like
is
a shrub.
it.
I climb the rope.
Okay. Scurry up.
Does he look like he's complying?
He looks like he's kind of in shock. He's really wounded. He seems to be torn on what to do. He's on either way. He's like glancing over the crossbow, looking up at Euron, looking at you.
You said the crossbow's where?
It's about 3 feet off to his right hand side on the floor.
I'm gonna walk over and grab it.
Okay. You can reach down and
Can I do that?
You can. I'll say you can reach down and grab it,
Like
hopping
I
up on the
grab
ledge.
a hold of it, yeah, at least, you know.
Yeah, you can pick it up. It's fine.
Okay.
It's right there near the edge.
I want to more or less secure that option. And then just kind of want to blast the lights out to illuminate any outer area that I don't have light on, just to make sure there's no one else sneaking up. And kind of just take I'll do a dodge. Just take a defensive stance.
Okay. You got it. Lights go out in this strangely shaped chamber, dispersing all the shadows. You don't see anything else.
Okay. Gotcha, crossbow bitch.
He looks up at you, and he just kind of and puts his head down. Ina, you're up.
I want to climb the rope.
Okay. Muscle up, nothing but biceps dragging the rest of her body over the edge. Just towering over this individual, nursing a knee, looking up at all of you. Just kind of looking down. You see him glancing at the mace on the side, looking back at each of you.
I'm just gonna be like, take us to the lady. I'm over it.
If I took you to her, she'd have my head. And how would that benefit me?
She invited us here.
Yes.
She can take it or I can take it. Take your pick.
All right. I'll take you to the lady.
Thank you. Very much.
He kind of sits down for a moment and stretches out his knees, like working on it and trying to pop it kind of back into place. Doesn't seem to quite get it all the way. All right. No longer initiative locked. What's everybody doing?
Is it all right up there? I don't hear any banging.
Yeah, y'all come on up.
I'm the only one that's down there.
No, Lorius is down there with you. Yo.
Yeah, let's definitely bring Lorius up. He might be able to heal this guy's knee. Can't have Gimpy leading us to the lady.
You first.
Probably give Cyanus a little kiss as well. You know.
Glorious.
Stop it.
I thought you were into Lycus.
Yeah, not exactly. That's okay.
Hey, we're satyrs. All right, that's how we roll.
You guys can kiss all you want. I'm just saying you don't speak for Lorius.
I guess Lorius will come up, and I'm sure I'll put him.
See Lorius climb up, and he's looking around. This is certainly odd. Everybody give me an insight check, except Cyanus. You already made one.
No.
That includes Lorius?
Sure.
He gets my nice
Boom.
metal dice.
19.
16.
16.
I'm rolling like shit. So Laureus rolled a 6, and Euron rolled a 2.
Okay, so Lycus, Ina, and Renatus. As the dim purplish light pulses throughout the vast areas of this chamber, you look around to the left and the right. The wall over in the left direction it's tall, but it's almost kind of rounded in a strange way. And then off to the right hand side, as I said before, it extends off a good distance, and the top tapers down almost in a rounded way as well until it comes to the end. And at the end, about 5 feet tall, but it's almost as though there's small compartments there. A large one all the way to the left, and then they proceedingly get smaller in circumference off to the right. Up above you, looking up now, you see that the bronze is hollow and then widens further and further until it becomes pitch black. And there seems to be reinforcements, circular, rising up through the darkness. And then you realize what's been nagging at you about this room. It almost appears as though you're inside a huge bronze foot.
Does that mean anything to me?
I'd say after thinking about it and talking to each other for a little while. Go ahead, Lycus.
The harbor. Are we at the harbor where they have the big statue of Pythor, or whatever it was? No.
The Colossus.
Yeah, it was Pythor, right?
Yeah, the Colossus.
Yeah.
Pythor, right?
Mm-hmm. A young,
Yeah.
battle-hardened Pythor. Yeah.
Yeah. We're in the Statue of Liberty of Mitros is Pythor, and we're in his foot.
Ah, okay.
Or the Colossus. Welcome to Mitros, and it's Pythor. Yeah, we would have seen it from the harbors. It's like the main piece for all the sailing in and out.
It is. You would recall that you have heard stories of there was twin colossi, and one of them has now been ruined in a fight with a horrifying sea beast that was attacking Mitros at some time in ages past, and this one of Pythor still stands. They have been known to be activated to defend the city in times of dire need. Well,
No wonder we could never find you people.
no use lollygagging about. You ready for me to take you to the lady?
I'll have, before we get up, I'll have Laureus see if he can repair the knee that Euron broke.
Go for it.
Would be nice. Yeah, that's for 4 plus 6, so 10.
Alright.
So we can walk.
Loyus comes over and puts his hands on his knee, and he takes one hand and grasps the medallion of Mitros, and he closes his eyes, says a little prayer, and you guys looking at him all wary, and then his face changes for a minute, and then, all right, get off me, it's done. That's enough of that. I hope you're good at climbing then. You see, he gets up, hobbles, and goes over to the other rope that ascends up into the darkness above, into the leg of the Colossus, and grabs a rope and starts climbing hand over hand, higher and higher. Are you following?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He gets up to the trapdoor, opens it up, and it seems to be a bronze hollow area of the leg where it seems this is like a structural reinforcement, and then another rope up to the next level, and so on and so forth, higher and higher through the leg, all the way up until you feel like you've climbed 100 feet. Your arms are burning, your back is tired, your shoulders are sore, and he seems very used to this ascent. He gets to the trapdoor above. He swings it open, looks around, and he climbs up. We got some visitors. Climb up. Okay. So what order are y'all climbing in?
I'll come up first
Okay.
because if anything, they should recognize me.
You got it. Who's next?
I'll go second.
All right.
I'll bring up the rear just so I can keep everybody going up.
Okay. The Cyanus, you're on. We got Loris, Lycus, and we'll just put Lycus in the middle because he's not here. Loris, Lycus, and Renatus. Where you at, Renatus?
In that order. Like,
Okay, got it. All right. So, Sinus, you climb up. You see a much larger room now. In front of you are many pipes, 6 pipes or so, coming from either side of you and going towards the center of a room, and they appear to go into this large machine on either side. The room is lit by torches on the walls, 3 of them, one next to you, 2 on the far right, 2 on the far left. You see to your left and to your right 2 hulking, broody-faced, thick, tall minotaur figures with great axes on their back, and standing in front of you off to your right hand side you see the individual that climbed up the ladder, climbed up the rope in front of you, and then another dark cloaked figure, this one female, who's eyeing him suspiciously as you climb up. You're on, you follow, same thing. Glorious comes up behind you. She looks at him, she looks at you all, you hear your party members climbing up from behind. She shakes her head at him, and then rips a dagger out of her belt and slams it into his chest. She rips it out, he crumples.
Wow, shit, he wasn't lying.
Well,
Yeah.
it seems to be I am the ones lucky enough to bring you to the lady. And she darts over towards one of the valves nearest to the wall. I need everybody to roll initiative again.
Yeah, I'm trying different dice. Let's see if they like me. Are we calling out numbers, or are we going 20, 25 again?
Un momento.
Okay.
All right. So, 2025. Anybody?
20. You're on is 20.
You're on 20. I have all your tokens in the room, but Loris was the last one up. Everybody else is still climbing. 15 to 20. Anybody?
17.
16.
17. I heard 17 and 16. So 17, I know. You had a 15, Lycus?
Like it says 15.
What's your dexterity modifier, Lycus?
3.
3.
3.
All right, 1 second. I'm queuing everything up here. All right, 10 to 15. Nobody? All right, 5 to 10.
Valorius is 7.
All right. 1 to 5.
I got a 4. Yeah.
I was thinking we had more people than we do for some reason. All right. So. 1 second here. All right, so that means you're on. You're in the room. Sinus is in the room. Lorius is in the room. Each of you are near this trap door. Say you're here, and I need to add Lorius real quick. Okay. Oh, I already had him on there. Yep. Disregard. All right.
That's very dark.
And then we had, let's see, it was Lycus, Renatus, Ina, correct? And you guys are all right there at the edge. You can all get up here and on your first turn if you desire to do so. So you're on. You have the initiative. You see her. She darts over here. And that was where we rolled initiative. So what are you going to do?
Good question. It suddenly just went from very bright to very dark on that map.
Who are you?
Your character.
Yeah.
Am I? I don't know.
Yeah.
Your character on the map.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Okay, so that's what that's the difference between dark vision and not dark vision. Okay.
Correct. That's correct.
Holy shit. Okay. So that the girl who killed a friend. What is she doing?
She darting over, and she has her hands outreached like she's about to grab that valve on the pipe right next to you.
I presumably have not drawn a weapon or got my shield out yet. So I'll take the opportunity to do that. Now pull out my sword and my shield.
Okay, shield's in action.
Okay.
If you want to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
At this point, there's a minotaur. Yeah. Let's start with just the fuck do you think you're doing?
She turns and she grins at you.
And, darling, if you want to keep that hand, you will let go.
Make an intimidation check.
With pleasure. Alright. That is a 21.
She takes her hand away.
I'll just have my sword at the ready and just give her a smile, and I'm not going to attack her yet. I just want to keep it. I'm just going to hold my sword at her and to be like, I mean fucking business. And I will, let's confirm where I am. I'm on the map. I'll move slightly to the... do people have room to climb up? That's the important question. Is there room for...
I'll say that as people come up, you can kind of like jam around each other. There will be room. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna hold my sword at her and smile, and that'll be it. I'm just standing there looking intimidating.
All right. I know you can't really do anything right now, so if you want, we can drop you down lower in the order. I'm fine with that, if that's what you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you would have to be down below Renatus, basically. Okay. I'll put you in the same initiative order as him. Okay, Sinus, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I just try reiterating, like, guys, we don't want to fight. We're just here to see the lady.
The Minotaur nearest to you, you see, he reaches over his back, takes out the great axe. The lady said to bring you to her, so we're going to bring you to her.
Well, I have no problem with you guys taking us to her, but we need the weapons down.
You give us your weapons and we'll bring you to her. Otherwise, we'll bring her to you bloody or unconscious. We don't even know who he is. We might bring him dead.
He's with us. Guys, look. We came in peace. We just want to talk.
Drop it, or we drop you.
Okay. I just set the spear down.
He looks over expectantly at Euron and Lorius.
I will.
We're gonna say that's the end of that for now, just because the lady, she took her hand away from the other Minotaur, kind of saunters closer across the room towards y'all. Actually, no, I'm sorry, that's not his turn yet. I was getting confused because I was talking as him. The lady, she's kind of keeping her hands to herself, but you can see she's obviously on edge. She's apprehensive, waiting to react. Lycus, you're up. You were at the top of the rope, so you can climb up now. Or you can hang out there. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I climbed the fuck up. What's going on? Oh, Bullbugs people. What's up, Minotaurs? Have you seen our friend Bullbug?
Don't know a Bullbug. No, like I
No?
told him, you can
Yeah,
either
we-
come with us quietly, or we'll take you quietly.
Yeah, sure, whatever. We're here to see the lady. Go ahead, let's do it. Yeah, we saved Bullbug from the slave market. Yeah, that's the whole point. We've been trying to just go see your lady. Let's do this. Quietly? I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, I don't know how I can, how quietly, but yeah, whatever.
The lady off to the right. This one's a caster.
Who?
He would be bound and gagged.
Who?
You.
Me? How do you know I'm a caster? Hey, you gotta pay extra for bounding and gagging. Alright? I wanna just let you know that.
Are you doing anything to try and make a roll here, or are you just talking? Because if so, we're going
I'm
to
just
go
talking. No,
next.
I'm talking. Okay. So, like,
I'm just making sure.
I came up and I see Cyanus put his spear down. So, I'm assuming we're gonna comply. But she just said I'm a caster, so now I'm really curious what the fuck, how she knows. Wait, what are you talking about? Who said I'm a caster?
Okay. That's gonna be the end of that initiative turn. The other Minotaur just kind of slowly comes up towards the edge of the pipes, and Lorius is up. Is Lorius doing anything?
I'm sorry. I want to end that
Go
on
ahead.
I take a dodge defensive stat just because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
Naturally.
That's fair.
No, Lorius will not take any actions other than just being like, and
You got it.
presumably not put up much of a fight, but just looking at everyone else, just like. And also maybe curious if the girl's gonna look at him and be like, that one needs to be gagged too.
She doesn't say anything like that.
Okay.
Renatus.
I guess he'll put down his blowgun. Let's do that. He'll put down his blowgun.
Oh, sorry. You can ignore that. He's not carrying that anymore. He just has a staff. I can fix it later. You got it.
Then staff, I guess, put that down.
Okay. Gingerly puts it down on the floor. Clink. Renatus, you're up. Climbing the rope.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up because I definitely don't want to get stuck on this rope. And then, just like, yeah, okay, what's going on here? See, get the lay of the land, Yeah, we'll go with that. Take a dodge as well, and get out the way for the hulking frame that's going to come up after me.
Okay, you got it. And then Ina rises up out of the darkness. You see Science with spear on the ground. Everybody, what are you going to do?
I'm just going to climb out of the hole and wait. I'm not putting my weapons in the weapon pile.
So far, the weapon pile is just the Grimstalker, so that's fine.
Okay, yeah.
And Lorius's staff. And Lorius's
I'll put my
staff.
axe on my back, like I'm not brandishing a weapon, but it is very much on me. As is my bow and my throwy things? How can
Chakram.
I forget
Chakram.
words?
Chakram.
Thank you.
I kind of like throwy
Throwy
things though.
My algae discs.
All right, Euron, that brings us to you. What are you doing?
I will very gingerly just. The floor is made of wood.
Bronze.
Bronze.
There's a wooden trap door. It seems like
I was
a hole
hoping to
had been carved
dramatically
out.
stab my sword into the floor, but I can't do that because it's
You can
metal.
strap it into the trap door if you want, but.
No.
Okay.
I will put my sword back, and I will place it on the ground, but I'm not putting anything else that's on my back down. But the sword's the big thing, so down it goes.
Okay. Cyanus. You'd already placed your weapon down, but you're up in initiative order again.
Alright, so we're all good? I just look at each of them.
The lady steps a foot or so further away from the valve. She's still within arm's reach. Not nearly. You give us your weapons if you want to go to the lady, or we take them. It's that simple. This is not complicated, and you're making it very complicated.
I mean, mine's right there, but oh yeah.
Is that the only weapon you have? Are
Yeah.
you one to talk? Pretty sure you still have a sword, don't you?
No, I've only got that.
Okay. Well, maybe she's asking you because rogues have daggers. And
I
your
mean,
friends don't.
I never used them, so I probably just left them back at the place.
We'll take you to the lady, and your friends can leave the Colossus if you're the only one that's going to disarm completely.
What the fuck? I don't
And
have
like
a
I-
weapon.
Like I said, he would be bound and gagged.
What?
Fine.
I'm game. Sure. Can you be the one
Last.
that?
Oh, I'll bound and gag you, but this is your last chance. My patience is
I'm-
growing thin.
Yeah, let's go. Sure. And I just look at Cyanus like, if I fucking die, I'm haunting you for life if you live.
All right. So a Minotaur begins to walk towards Lycus with this thick leather strap and a couple of pieces of cloth.
Oh, what the hell? You said you were gonna do it. Really?
Hmm.
Son of a bitch, you tease.
I lied.
Ah, you tease.
Cyanus is disarmed completely. All weapons are on the floor. Euron, are you taking the rest of your stuff off?
Yes, so hold on. Let me remember how much shit she's holding. Okay. So, that is her sword, 2 javelins of lightning, a couple adamantine javelins, potentially her longsword still, and a silvered spear, and a regular spear, and her shield.
Ching ching ching
How
ching
do
ching
you
ching ching
make it
dong
through
dong 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 dong.
How do you make it through a door?
The same way Ina does. Ina's just shoulders. She's metal.
And then I'll bang, 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 and then look, and then just go. I presume you will also want me to put a hood on, yes?
No, that won't be necessary. We want you to be able to see. By this point, Lycus's hands are bound behind his back, and you see the Minotaur is getting the cloths ready to go around his face. Ina, you still have your weapons unless you put them down. So what are you going to do?
I still have my weapons.
Are you ready to fight this battle, strong one? Because it looks
thought
like
I
your
could-
friends aren't.
I thought you said I could wait here, and they can go ahead.
You can leave.
The way I came.
Indeed.
Hey, just wait outside the foot.
Y'all, for real, I might do that. I really don't want to.
Play your character.
If you hear screaming, please come back up as fast as you can.
Oh, she wouldn't hear any screaming. That's a long way to the top.
You underestimate. Oh, darling, I've been told I'm quite a screamer, so we'll see.
I
least
cough
I know
into
you
my
guys are going
gag.
Yeah. Ugh. I would have to give up all of my weapons.
I didn't know I stuttered. Yes, all of your weapons.
So there's 3 Minotaur and this chick.
In this room, there's 2 Minotaur and this leader of sorts.
Do the Minotaur look like they are just like blindly loyal to this girl, or do they look like they would possibly sit this fight out?
Give me an insight check.
Nine.
She seems to be, while she's talking with you, she seems to be kind of, flitting her eyes this way, nodding this way, and they're responding without any delay. That much is apparent.
Will we get these back?
Won't you leave? If you're allowed to leave. I don't presume to know what the lady wishes to do with you. I simply have my orders to bring you to her without posing her any threats. And so that is what we will do one way or another.
Okay. I have one final question before I make my decision. Do you know, speaking to the female, if another centaur and a minotaur were brought here for the lady, like within the last 2 hours?
They were.
Okay. So I'll put my weapons down.
Okay. Minotaur goes over and starts collecting all these weapons and he's having a hard time. He brings them over to the other side of the room, starts putting them in a corner, and then comes back for the rest he couldn't get, puts them in a corner. The other Minotaur finishes gagging off Lycus's mouth.
Step on my bagpipe to give it a mellow, like. I just look at him expectantly.
And the lady goes around to each of you and gives you a thorough pat down. I'm going to make an investigation check for her. I don't know if you guys are trying to hide anything or not, so I'm making an investigation check for her. And if you are trying to hide something, let me know, and you can make we'll call it a sleight of hand check. Okay, so first off, so I don't waste time rolling, is anybody trying to hide any weapons? Is anybody trying to hide any weapons or anything like that?
No.
No? And are you?
Not trying to hide anything, no.
I'm going through my list. Hold on.
Hey, no, you can just say you put all your weapons down. We can assume you know what your weapons are. But if you want to try and hide something, let me know. I just don't want to assume.
No, I guess technically, unless she looks at the snakes and suddenly decides, you know what, it might be a good idea for her not to be able to see.
No, you're fine. She doesn't seem to be concerned about your appearance at all. But nobody's hiding anything, right? So I can just skip that? Okay. So she goes by and pats you down one by one, checking every nook and cranny. She has no shame at all. She says, all right. Perhaps you are as smart as you look. Let us go see the lady.
Sweet talker.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.